Yay. Hey everybody. So I wanted to jump on today and talk about digestion issues because this is something that like 90% of Americans experience. And I want to talk about it because a lot of people think that it's okay to have digestion problems. It's normal, so it's fine. It's not fine. Just because it's normal doesn't mean that it is healthy, all right? So I'm gonna try to talk to you about what digestion should actually be like, and for you not to settle for improper digestion, because most people have digestion issues. Like, again, 90% of people have digestion issues, and they aren't supposed to. And primarily, a lot of this is due to our diet and our lifestyles. But I want to demonstrate to you what it should be like, so you know when you actually have a problem, because a lot of people don't think they have problems. And in reality, once I start talking to them, we find a lot of discrepancies. So the first one is you should not have acid reflux. Acid reflux is not a healthy response of the body. This means something is wrong with your digestion. So acid reflux is when you eat something and you're getting acid regurgitation in your mouth after eating. Maybe you have pain here in the chest area or in the stomach area. You might even feel pain right here at your solar plexus where the ribs meet, right in there. A lot of times that can be indigestion. That should not be happening. This can be a lot of different reasons why this can be happening. Another thing that people experience a lot is bloating. Bloating should not be happening either. So they'll have their stomach, well, they say their stomach, but it's their belly, will swell up after eating. And this is not normal. It should not be doing that. Healthy digestion should be pain-free. It should be comfortable. You shouldn't have a lot of flatulence or gas or burning after eating. That should not be the case. Sometimes people also have gallbladder issues. So how do you know if you have gallbladder issues? Let me tell you so you know, so you can get help if you have it. If you have gallbladder issues, one of the main things that you're going to have trouble doing is digesting fats. So anytime you eat anything fatty, like pizza or a bunch of like chicken wings or something that has a lot of grease involved, you're going to have diarrhea, you're going to have trouble digesting this, you just are not going to feel comfortable after eating. Another common thing that people feel with gallbladder issues is they have a pain that shoots up into their right shoulder. So if you look at the anatomy of the body, the gallbladder is actually under the right, like right here, sorry, on the right side of the body. So the stomach's here, so it's to the right of the stomach. And that pain will actually radiate up to the right shoulder. And so people don't realize that if they're eating and they're uncomfortable and it hurts, that can actually be what's causing it. And then we have, what else do we have with gallbladder problems? The biggest one is fat digestion and the pain. And sometimes also having issues with your gallbladder can be causing acid reflux as well. So those are usually tied together. These are not common things you should be experiencing when eating. Honestly, any kind of pain that you have associated around digestion should not be happening. You shouldn't be constipated or have diarrhea after eating. And again, like I mentioned, you shouldn't be burping a ton after you eat. You should have 1 or 2 burps and you're good. That should be it. You shouldn't feel nauseous. That's not what digestion should be. And you can also check yourself too. So maybe like half an hour after eating or an hour after eating, you can actually palpate the area on your stomach to make sure that you don't have pain in certain places. So maybe an hour after you're eating, you really want your stomach contents to kind of be emptied out before you start pushing around on anything. But you can actually, sorry, I'm going to stand up again. So you can actually palpate around on the abdomen. So right where the ribs meet, right in there is the solar plexus. That's where your stomach is. And so you can actually push around here and see if you feel pain in this area after digestion. And if you do, odds are something is wrong. So you shouldn't be feeling, this should not be uncomfortable. You shouldn't push in and go, ah, you shouldn't be having that response. That means that something is up. Or if you're constipated, you might push on the large intestine, which is down towards your hips. And if you push right in there and you're going to feel a lot of pain, probably means you're constipated and that there's actually a lot of stool stuck in there. So we can tell a lot by our uncomfort and what's actually going on in our body. So if you have questions about that, let me know. Again, if you are experiencing this and somebody else says, oh, it's okay, I've got that too, it doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean it's healthy. Or you might say, oh, I'm just getting older. I have this now. It's just something I have to deal with. That's not true. It's not true. That can be handled, and you don't have to go through that discomfort. So we can do that with herbs. We can do that with nutrition. It just depends on what is causing it for you. And you might actually already know, if you're watching this, you might know like, oh, when I eat this thing, I have this problem, or when I get stressed out, then this starts happening. You might actually know. All right, so if you guys have questions, send me a message, just reach out. All right, take care.